right now. Hey guys, it's me. I don't know what's going on. Hang on, bear with me. I'm trying to fix something over here. Yes. Add. Video. Add source. Oh, it's me. Oh yes, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brilliant. Ah, just superb. Are we live? I think we're live. Are we audioing? I think we are. Even handle me right now. Yeah, that one seems good. Yeah, welcome back, guys. We're here to stream another race. Hang on, I'm getting in the lobby. I'm in the lobby. Alexa, pause. We're not allowed music, unfortunately, guys, because I got banned from music. I can't remember what. Oh yeah, they switched. The YouTube doesn't like it. I'm so happy to be here, guys. Let me just make sure everything's working. Everyone in the chat, just let me know if things are going okay. I'm gonna put just a cheeky number. No, little snoozy in. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, I haven't turned on. There we go. I've turned on now. I'm on. Oh, good. Gonna treat myself to a nice little amaretto and coke. 15 drivers here tonight, guys. No Chatty as always, because Chatty is shit at comms, and I feel like killing myself whilst watching Chatty and listening to Chatty. We're here in Australia. The returning opening race of the Grand Prix in real life, but not in DRL. I believe it's round 11. Round 11 sounds right. 13 viewers in the chat. Hello to the viewers. If you're not following already, make sure you follow him, because things are going to be good this race. Maybe, maybe not, but I'm going to be here for the next 80 minutes. Just summing up what is going on the race and how everyone is doing. Don't mind me, I just got some snooze in, so I just need to cleanse my palate every so often. And we got some drivers on the grid. Let's go through the drivers, shall we? Because we've got a lot of new drivers. Polos 44, don't know who he is, but he seems like a nice guy. He's swerving. I'm swerving. I've gone up. Whoa. If you know, you know. Leangelo Ball, the new hitmaker around here. But yeah, he's driving around in the Haas with Spinala King returning for the first time in a while. I haven't seen him in a while. Always good to see Spinala back on the grid. Early times coming in from Warman, who is chasing down Newton Killer in the championship. He needs a win today, and I need some friends. But Mora, a debutant, has just went 16.410. He's just set the provisional pole up. Exquisite from Mora. Great to see him on the grid today. Don't know who he is either. Representing the Aston Martin boys. Now, I love the Aston Martin boys because I am an Aston Martin boy. MEIQ, 5 AM for him. Big shout out to MEIQ for waking up this early just to race in DRL. Is his life shit? Yes. But I still respect it a lot. Sketchy Crib, early lap, setting P4, 16.959. Exquisite from Sketchy Crib. He is up there contending at the moment. Arsenal boys, 101. Pretty embarrassing to put the club that you love in your gamer tag name, but I respect the dedication. Matiques, a new driver, 17.719. Not a bad opening lap. Have to see what he's capable of. Who else we got? Critical Skills coming in with a 17.351. Haven't spoken to Critical Skills in a few days, but I know that he is happy to be alive. Who else we got going on? We spoke about Kingspin. Exists, I guess. He's a Red Bull driver, and he's just kind of here to make up the numbers at this point, let's be honest. Newton Killer, the championship leader. Hopefully, he can do something cool this week to help fend off his championship lead that he has established over the past few weeks. Tem Warrior, terrible Division 2 driver, but I love him with all my heart. You see this big, can you see it? Let me check this. Let me see, hang on. It's catching up on my phone. Hang on. You can kind of see it. Yeah, Tem, I love you with all my heart, buddy, but you are shit at racing. And I Taplin at 18. Real return to form recently, and he's about to start flying up. I tell you what, let's ride on board with Peter Taplin to see what he's capable of. Through turn 1, a bit cautious and a bit scruffy through turn 2. DRS Open, coming down to turn 3 now. Can he clip the apex perfectly and make it count? Maybe could take a bit of speed through there. I think he'll be a bit disappointed. Doesn't run wide on the exit of turn 4, and now through the fast right of turn 5, running down to the sector 1 split. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 26.972 from Peter Taplin. Very nicely right-hander. Doesn't track extend. Easy to do when you're a retard. Pete looking off to a good start here. And now sector 2, a tiny sector if you ask me. You're looking at 2 real corners here. DRS Open. Coming down to the sector 2 split, loads of ERS to burn and play with, 44.785, and gets the chicane absolutely nailed on. Don't mind me, I'm just spitting in my cup to make sure I don't swallow any of the saliva coming from the snooze because it is toxic towards human beings. Through the first right he goes, not too bad, second right, don't want to get too much of the curb, and he does get too much of the curb, causing a little snap on the rear end, but he's okay. Penultimate corner, through the final corner he comes now, foot flat to the floor, DRS Open, loads of battery to burn, probably too much battery to burn if anything, across the line, 17.330. Pete had more battery to burn there. I think he's looking at about P3 if he burns his battery adequately this time around. Spinali now set third pace with a 16.170. That's a great lap from the Haas driver. Gets blocked a bit from the state car, but he's not a lap, so he won't mind too much. Let's see what Tem's up. Oh, no, let's not see what Tem's up to. He's doing nothing. Polos, I don't know if he's on a lap or not. He's driving a bit like a retard. Let's see what's going on. Hey Tom, says MEIQ. It's my favourite league by far, says Rail Physioterapiapa. And hey Raphael, says MEIQ. And Raphael comes back with hey MEIQ. He's coming back with some friendly interchanges in the chat. Drivers on the grid, it's been a real journey so far. We've got 17 viewers in here. Guys, make sure you're following if you're not. Subscribe if you're a faggot. If you're not a faggot, don't subscribe. Just follow. Let's see what our championship leader... No, he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. Ignore me, guys. He's not doing anything. Tem is invalidated. Nuke is invalidated. What else is everyone doing? Spinelli will be coming in this lap. Mora, are you on an out lap again? Don't know how to that already. He has been rapid in and out of the pit lane, just like I was with those bitches that I allegedly common assaulted. Did I common assault them? Well, that's for the police to decide, and they decided no further action. What about Critical Skills? What is he up to? He's burning some battery, not too sure why. He's got no battery left, actually. He's not got no fuel left, sorry. Peter Taplin going yet again. He's invalidated on the exit of turn 1. And poor for Peter Taplin, he won't be happy about that. Matik's not doing anything. DJ DK, let's run on board with... What's he doing? He's coming into the pit. He's coming into the pit lane. He decided, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to come into the pit lane. 5 place grid penalty for MEIQ. He crashes into Tem Warrior. And as we know, Tem Warrior, a really good driver in these ends. He is one hell of a driver. And there we go. Tem Warrior also picking up a 5 place penalty for crashing with Arsenal Boys. Arsenal Boys in P7. There we go, yeah, probably, yeah, the right way. League 1 is sick, says Conwell. I agree. I don't know if he's referring to Division 1 and DRL, or if he's referring to League 1, the Football League. I can't be bothered to put up the League 1. No one actually cares about League 1, let's be honest, in football. I assume he means Division 1. Welcome to everyone in the chat in France, says Conwell. Better take out a snooze before I kill myself. Igor, says Conwell. He's letting us know that he's a fan of the French First Division. Not too sure if he actually means that, but let's run on board with Mora, who is setting another lap really close to the curb on the exit of the fast chicane, but he is up by 2 tenths and he is looking to challenge for pole position. A debutant getting a lot of the curb on the fast right. Probably a bit too much, if anything. Probably should have avoided that a bit more if he could have, but he didn't. Through the final sector he goes. Lots of battery to play with. He could have done a... He's not even burning the battery. Not much fuel in his car. He's going to come across that line, improves, but 3,000th of a second slower than Spinala. And I think he could have easily went pole there if he had... If he had... Div 1 has interesting lines through these turns. Kong Wobbs letting us know that he could do a better job than all of these bozos out here. They're trying to board with a woman, all 5'4" of him, who has been having a great life so far. And Sketchy Crib has also started a new lap. A Warman attempts down through Sector 1. He won't be too best pleased with that, but he's going to continue pushing. DRS Open has 45% battery, chooses not to burn any on the run up to the double right-hander as he comes, clips the apex very nicely, I must say. And now he comes through the second, doesn't touch the curb. You don't want to touch that curb because otherwise you might spin a bit and the car will get a bit unsettled and imbalanced. DRS will open in 100 meters time. There we go. DRS is now open, burning all his excess battery up to the line. Is MEQ a Div 2 driver? He is the Div 2 driver. Improvement by Warman, but not enough to gain him any positions. 2 tenths off of Spinala at the moment. All that Sketchy Crib, not much battery to work with actually. Coming down the back straight now. He did find time through Sector 2, but he's going to struggle through Sector 3, I think. Here he comes through the double right now. Manages to stay off of that big mounted curb on the inside. Doesn't touch the inside of the second right. Now through the penultimate corner. Clips the apex nicely. That's superb from Sketchy Crib. Now can he get the power down nicely through the final corner? He can. He's going to try and burn the battery. Running up to the line. Can he find any positions? I think he can find time. He can find time. But not any positions for now. 2 tenths and a quarter off of provisional pole. Warman not doing anything. What about Critical Skills? He's just started a new lap through turn 1 quite nicely. A bit of oversteer on the exit of turn 2, but it will not do him too badly. Better not return to the racing line, lads. With a Z. Everyone loves a good Z instead of an S. And Critical Skills looking very nice through this opening sector. What can he do? He finds a 10th. Through the opening sector, and so far this has been a very good lap from Critical Skills. He's looking to move up to P7 at least, but he feels like he can go up to P5. Bit of a slipstream there, I think from his teammate actually. It was from his teammate, could have given him a bit more of a toe, but Critical Skills will still take that. 2.5 tenths nearly up his Critical Skills. He is well and truly in the mix for P6 at the moment. Could be a battery to burn down his back straight. DRS open, here comes the double right now for Critical Skills. Currently in P9. Gets the turn in nice, maybe a bit hesitant on the power on exit. Now, rides the cab a bit too much in the rear end, steps out on him ever so slightly. Now through the final corner, where can Critical Skills go? Can he maintain his pace and get P6? Who knows, can he change more? Bit grass in the tyres, getting a bit of weight on the car, up to the line. I couldn't quite still P6, but he gets P7. Good lap from Critical Skills. What? No, P's not doing anything. DJ DK. A Division 2 driver through and through. 19 viewers in the chat now. Big up to the viewers. Loving the love in the viewers. Fuck you. I just want to say, Newton called me out the other day saying, oh, we get more viewers Division 2. Bro, you have never peaked at you have never peaked at 19 drivers in Division 2. Fuck you, buddy. Now, through the first right, very hesitant there. It almost feels like he's backed off, but he hasn't backed off by the looks of it. Coming to the penultimate corner now. DJ DK really not driving very well. But that's to be expected from a Division 2 driver. But where can he go? As he's currently finding himself in P14. Can he improve? I wasn't actually paying attention to his split time there. He is well off the pace. Let's ignore him. What about Tem? Tem's not doing anything either. Critical Skills, we know, has just set his time. He will be coming into the pit. MEIQ, as we said, real dedication to be waking up at 4 AM or whatever it is for him there. He drops down to medium down the straight. I'm not too sure if I agree with that strategy. Run it on hot lap, buddy. Treat yourself. Through the corners, maybe go to medium. But down the straight, treat yourself. Go hot lap, mate. First sector split now for MEIQ. 3 tenths up! Oh my god, this is a stonking first sector from MEIQ. And he has He's gone to none. Oh, he's invalidated. He invalidated. Ignore me, guys. Don't worry about him. He's not doing anything with his life. DJ DK finding 5 temps now. Not much battery to work with now. Down the back straight. This is good driving from DJ DK. A long third sector here. Loads of time to find and loads of time to lose if you're not very good at driving. Pretty much everyone else not on track or not setting a lap. They're on an in lap. Through the penultimate corner. Through the final corner. Not really getting the power down as you would like. The back end stepping up ever so slightly on him. Up to the line. Improves by half a second. Does not find him any positions. Real shame. Ten Warrior into the pit lane. Mora is out on track again, guys. Medium on the straight was good since Kongwubs. Interesting take from Kongwubs. Personally, I would have been running hot lap on the straights. Maybe go to medium in the corners. But, you know, Kongwubs is a class driver in his own right. Here goes MEIQ. Setting up his lap. He's on none. Why is he on none? He now flicks up to medium. DRS open. Through turn 1. Clicks the apex nicely. Doesn't track extend on turn 2. That's important. He's got a lot of traffic in his way though running up to turn 3. Needs to try avoid it. Gets past the McLaren nicely. Chetty is in this lobby as well, by the way, guys. Thank God he's not on comms. And through the fast right there, trying to use the inside curve as much as he can. Again, not using hot lap. He's got a lot of battery to burn down the straights. 2.5 temps up. Hot lap for pit entry, says Kongwubs. That's an interesting idea. Now here comes the battery. Burned from MEIQ. He's down to 30%. Switches it down to medium again. Interesting driving from MEIQ. Loses a bit of time through sector 2, but he is still up by a 10.5. And if he can keep this going, he can find himself in P6 in the Racing Bull car, which is arguably quicker than the Red Bull car IRL. But this isn't IRL, guys. This is sim racing. Bit of a mess through the first right-hander. Messes it up a bit. Doesn't quite get the power down like he would have liked. And a bit wide at the penultimate corner. Doesn't get the turn in. Now through the final corner he comes. Burning the battery. DRS will be open. Up to the line. He improves by nearly 4 tenths of a second. Nearly gets P5, but not quite on this occasion. How long's left of the session? Oh shit, is qualifying nearly done? Oh fucking hell, I thought we only just started. Turns out, we're in the business end of qualifying. 10 seconds remain. People wanting to get their laps on board. Spinala King. Through sector 1 he goes. What will the split be? 10.5 up. He's looking to improve. What about Mora? What is Mora doing? Mora has found 3 temps through sector 2. Running up to the line. This could be provisional pole. Will it be enough to beat Spinala King? Up to the line. He's done it. 6 temps. Oh my God. What a lap from Mora. Spinala's finding time, but nowhere near enough to challenge Mora at the moment. Warman gaining time, 600ths of a second. Sketchy Crib is done. P4 at best for Sketchy Crib. Kingspin not doing enough. And there we go, MEIQ picking up 5 grid plate penalty. We're a collision with critical skills. And there's the car in the wall back there. Not too sure what that was about. A Warman 800ths down. Kingspin not improving. MEIQ not improving critical skills. Not improving either. Chetty up to the line, improves up. No, he didn't improve any positions. What can Warman do? Spinala did not do enough to take provisional pole off of Mora. A Warman through the final corner. It's going to have to be one hell of a send if he wants to try challenge for pole position or even P2 on the grid. He's so far off the pace. Up to the line. P3 for him. MEIQ not improving. Bish bash bosh. Qualifying is done. 15.5 by Mora sets the quali pace. And there we go, guys. Qualifying is done. How long's the stream? I don't feel like I've been streaming for 20 minutes. That was fast. Well, MEIQ is going to be near the back because he picked up 2 5-place penalties. Critical skills will drop back 5 places. And 10 Warrior will be starting at the back. But Mora, I tell you what, guys, let's stand up and applaud him. What a debut for the Aston Martin Mora. Over a 10th to Spinala. That's superb. That is superb. Spinala on his return could not do anything to halt Mora, whatever the fuck his name is. Superb driving. Really superb driving from everyone there, other than the people at the back. And we now was fully expecting you to have your Willy out there. No, I do not want to get the Twitch channel banned, but I would love to have my penis out. I'm going to go for a piss quickly. You guys entertain yourselves whilst I'm gone. Really great qualifying session. In fact, you might be able to hear me whilst I go for a piss. I'm going to keep commentating. Yeah, more great debut from him to put it on pole position in his opening race. But not returning, he won't be too displeased with a P2. And who was it in P3? I think it was Sketchy Crib. I've got my eye on the track just in case the race does start. I don't know if you guys can even hear me, because I'm currently urinating in my toilet, which is about 2 meters away from my setup. And you know what it's like, lads, when you've had it. Oh, the race is starting! So I'm going to talk extra loud just to make sure everyone can hear me. 5 red lights! I'm still urinating! The lights go out! Mora gets a good start, I think! I can't really tell what's going on. Yeah, Mora will lead into turn 1. Good start from him. Spinali gets jumped by Warman. But I'm coming back. I'm back. Kingspin's up into P2. Arsenal boys managed to get disqualified. Parked in a dangerous location. He maybe didn't get off the grid at all. Oh, that is such a shame for Arsenal boys. He worked so hard in this race. Right, let's see what the... Oh, my X button's broken. Let's see where everyone's starting on. The top 4 all starting on the medium tyre. Sketchy Crib opting for the hard at this point in time. Alright, what else is going... Oh, fucking... Right, let's see what actually happened off the line, shall we? Let's see who gained and who lost. So the front 3 staying as we are. Kingspin jumped Sketchy Crib off of the line. Critical Skills up 5 places. Tem Warrior also gaining 5 places. Probably helped a bit by Arsenal boys forgetting to drive off of his line. That is not good. PT Taplin has Chetty following him. And let's go back to the tyres. Just see what everyone's rocking with today. Yeah, so front 4 all on the mediums. Sketchy Crib, Critical Skills, and Peter Taplin on the hards. And Matix in last on the hards. Everyone else is opted for the medium tyres. Now, will we see any moves? Oh, here we go. Sketchy Crib and Newton Killer getting a bit racing into turn 1. And Newton will slide on by. Takes P5 away from Sketchy Crib. And Sketchy Crib maybe a bit gutted about that. Yeah, good start by the boys there. Relatively clean. In fact, I don't think there was any collisions whatsoever. We only had 1 disqualification. And that's from Arsenal boys not getting off the line. Probably because someone readied up early. So whoever readied up early, you're a cunt. The front 4 have broken away from Newton Killer. He'll be desperate to make that gap back up because he is the championship leader and he needs a positive result. After opting for the mediums, he needs to be on these top 4, but he's not finding time at the moment. 2 seconds down now. DRS will be open this lap. Mora still leading the way. Very comfortable. Bit of a track extend there. The stewards won't be too happy about that. Further back. 2 cars in the wall. DJ DK facing the wrong way. Just reset to track, buddy. I don't mind. He's still just sitting there. Here he comes. There we go. He's facing the right way now, and he'll get going. But he is so far off the pace. Is there even any point in him racing still? Kingspin possibly made a mistake. He's dropped out the DRS window of the top 3. So the top 3 now threatening to run away. Can Newton take advantage and maybe hook onto the DRS of Kingspin? Very confident drive from Mora so far, leading the opening 2 laps, converted that pole into the race lead at turn 1, and he has not looked back since. Sketchy Crib and Critical Skills, the Williams duo, having a good drive so far, 6th and 7th. But Newton actually struggling to catch up to Kingspin, and now Sketchy Crib will use DRS to fly past Newton Killer. Through the far chicane they will go. MEIQ and Tem Warrior, a couple of Division 2 drivers, getting a bit scrappy with one another. MEIQ flies on by, and Ted Warrior runs wide onto the gravel. You don't want to do that, buddy. There's no grip out there for you. And he may lose DRS now because of that silly, silly driving. The top three still just chilling. Kingspin nearly gets back into the DRS window. Let's put up telemetry. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. No penalty so far, guys. Always good to see people keeping it clean on the track, staying within the white lines. Wyatt Newton, can he get a move done on Sketchy Crib? Thinks about it into turn 1, decides, no, I'll remain patient. Could possibly get him into turn 3, though. No, I think Sketchy Crib's going to have a big enough gap to maintain that advantage. Kingspin knocking on the door. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's King. King who? Kingspin 8. Trying to get back into that DRS window, and he's so close. Will he get it? Through the fast right they go now. I think he may have just about got it. He did not. Oh no, he did. He did. Ignore me. Mora now loses the lead of the Grand Prix. Spinala takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. And I tell you what, I'm a big fan of the Aston Martin boys, partially because I am an Aston Martin driver. But Warman now following Spinala through, and he is up into P2. And I tell you what, those opening 4 laps, guys, they have flown by. Peter Taplin now getting past Chetty. Battle of mid there, potentially. Chetty actually maybe made a mistake. MEIQ getting a bit of grosses side by side with MEIQ, and Chetty loses another position. Or does he? A bit more gross this time. Oh, he loses the rear. Oh, no. Chetty will not be happy with that whatsoever. We'll have DRS to help him to help drag him back towards MEIQ. And currently Chetty running in P10. 1 point will be awarded to Chetty if he finishes in this position. Back to the front meanwhile. Kingspin just about hanging on in there. But these front 3, they're all racing like racing cars. Sketchy Crib and Critical Skills and Peter Taplin will be loving the current pace. Chetty gets past MEIQ because MEIQ's made a mistake. Was that a mistake, or was it MEIQ getting terrorised by Chetty? We know Chetty, brown skin, potential terrorist driving from him. Definitely possible, but I don't want to speculate any further. Sketchy Crib getting back close to the back of Newton Killer meanwhile. He will have a look down the inside. I think he's getting the move done. Probably takes a bit too much curve, but gets the move done. Newton Killer's going to hit with a switchback of absolute dreams. Great driving from Newton Killer. He's back up into P5, but this is just costing them time to the top 4. Kingspin, though, has lost. Oh, my X button's stuck again. Hang on, guys. There we go. Kingspin has lost DRS to the front 3 again. He seems to maybe be a bit off the pace of the top 3. The top 3 getting very racy with one another. Warren gave a look down the outside of turn 3. No room for him there. Spinala shuts the door and says, no way, Girl Scouts, no cookies this week. I'm on a diet. What else have we got going on throughout the grid? MEIQ into the pit lane. He damaged his front wing. Disastrous start for MEIQ. He was hoping to really make an impact this week. He has failed to do so. DJ DK picking up the first 3-second penalty of the race. Mora getting very close to Warman. Mora getting past Warman up into P2. Now he just needs one more overtake. See if he can get back up into his original starting spot. Let's see where everyone has managed to gain this race. So Spinala and Mora have swapped positions. I'm saying that Mora's going to look down the inside, loses the rear. No, Spinala retains the lead of the race so far. Yeah, Warman still settled in that P3 spot. He's happy. He just needs to bide his time, save the tyres, buddy. This is all going to come down to strategy. Kingspin, he's umming and ahhing whether or not he wants to commit to this. DJ DK was facing the wrong way, but he's got back going again. And he is not too far away from being lapped already. Great driving early on from every driver other than DJ DK. And pretty much anyone in the bottom 4. Now here comes Mora. Down the inside into turn 3. Spinala gives him the room. Spinala's going the better run out of the corner. And Spinala holds on to the position for now. So Kingspin a bit on his own here. He's desperate to get back in that DRS window. And he may have just done that. Matix picks up a 3-second penalty. one of the irrelevant drivers, you must say, because he is struggling in that bottom 4. Kingspin does have DRS, but he now needs to stay in that window of the others. Sketchy Crib getting the move back down on Newton Killer. These two racing each other, but not too hard. They're happy to work together. But Newton not making the most of those medium tyres so far. But we are definitely approaching the window of the mediums becoming so than hard. I tell you what, Critical Skills, look down the inside into the first lorry hander. He gets the move done into P6. 10 Warrior picks up a 3-second penalty, but he is in P10 at the moment. He will be delighted if he can bring home points against the Mine Boys in a division that he is not familiar with. Kingspin dropping out the DRS window yet again in the top 3. What about Mora? Can he get a move done on Spinala again? DRS open, bit of battery usage down the inside, and we'll get the move done before the breaking point. So the front 3 is as we were on the race start. Critical Skills, meanwhile, up 6 positions. He has flown off the start, and that is big for him because he's on the hard tyre. He's made those hards work for him, and he has the right to be delighted with his life and the racing that he has demonstrated so far. Oh, Spinala's got back past Mora, guys. Went in my eye. Fuck! I'm okay. Fuck. I'm okay, guys. I splashed up at my eye a bit. Right. So we've got 2 main battles going on right now. We've got the battle for the lead between Spinala, Mora, and a woman. And Kingspin kind of just riding by himself, desperately trying to cling on like an unwanted child, you know, the forgotten child that no one really gives a fuck about. But Kingspin trying to prove to his parents that he is worthy of love. Keep going, Kingspin, you will get there, buddy. Sketchy Crib, Critical Skills, Newton Killer, and Peter Taplin all riding 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Williams first Ferrari. As I look down in the chat and see someone say, "You're so autistic." Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. Kennedy decides to pit very early off of those medium tyres, going onto the hards. He needs to take those 20 laps. Can he take them 20 laps? I don't know. I don't know. One hell of an undercut by Chetty, but clearly he feels that those medium tyres were not working for him, and he is going to come out in P10 position. Right, further back, Critical Skills and Newton Killer going side by side with one another. And Newton may actually get a double Williams overtake here. He gets it done, repping the Ferrari boys. And Newton, I think he's established it. He's going to be losing championship points to Warman today, but he needs to maximise it as much as he can. I tell you what, this pack is gaining on Kingspin. Kingspin must have made a mistake because he's now 4 seconds off of the front 3. This was bordering on what it was bordering on 1.5 seconds. Not anymore. Yellow flag. It's 10 Warrior. Has he still got his front wing intact? Let's go down to Ted Kravitz in the pit lane. No, he hasn't. Thanks for that, Ted. Front left end plate is missing from 10 Warrior. Will it cause an early pit stop from him? It may do. Meanwhile, out in front, the top 3 still chilling with one another. Could be an inspired early stop. It could be indeed. Will he make it work though? 20 laps to go. Very early pit stop. 10 Warrior decides enough is enough. And he is pit. Probably to fix his wing. Has he remembered to tell his pit crew to change his wing? He has. He will be changing his wing. Pete picks up 3 seconds of penalties. No surprise there. That guy cannot keep it in white lines to save his life. Sketchy Crib will now fly past Newton Killer, and it's 1.6 now to Kingspin. These guys are chasing down Kingspin like a paedophile in the night after a young child that they've just spotted on their own. But Newton and Peter Taplin fly past Sketchy Crib because Sketchy Crib gets his line wrong. He ran onto the ground ever so slightly, and it's back to Ferrari being 5th and 6th. But Pete does have a 3-second penalty to his name. Pete, just keep it in the white lines, buddy. The penalties are not worth it. Oh, bloody hell. 11 laps in, guys. This race is by. This has been a real slobber knocker of a race so far. And you know, I'll tell you what, people would much rather watch this race than the shit we had to watch Sunday morning at 6 AM. That was a horror show. I watched back, not the highlights because there were no highlights. You know that thing where it like shows people's starting positions, and as they pit it drops them down, and it's like lines and stuff. It does that. I watched a video of that the other day. I tell you what, no one fucking moved, especially in the last 12 laps. There were 2 overtakes, and that was Carlos Sainz on the soft tyres. Nothing happened in that race. It sucked so much dick. It was the worst race I've watched in a long, long time. The second race in history that the top 6 stayed the same. The other, Monaco 2023. So that's the level we're comparing to. Is the Japanese Grand Prix washed? Possibly. There was a yellow flag there temporarily whilst I was monologuing. Don't know what happened. Newton Killer still trying to get on the back of Kingspin. Not doing a great job though. Still 1.9 seconds. I think we've got our podium places set. Likely. But you never know. We could definitely see a safety car. Has DJ DK been lapped yet? Yes, he has. Poor guy. He's trying his best out there, but he's not doing a very good job. Newton's still trying to close this gap to Kingspin. And as I said, the medium is definitely starting to fall off a cliff now. And you got to wonder, Sketchy Crib, Peter Taplin, Critical Skills, are they looking to get the hard tyres in full effect here and get the move done on Newton? But I tell you what, Newton really closing this gap now. We've got a lapped Haas in front. That is Polos 44. He gets out of the way. Yeah, not looking too good for Polos. Let me just read the chat quickly. Lando is past it. You say past it like he was ever in his prime, buddy. Lando, not good enough to win a championship IMO. The whole sport is lad. Don't know what that means. Japan used to have exciting races. Overall driver standards are low at the moment. A controversial take from Cole Wubbs. I'm going to come back at that. I'm going to say, a woman into the pit lane, by the way, undercut by Warman, 17 laps to go on these hard tyres. Good time to pit from him. Newton and Kingspin both follow him into the pit lane. Very safe pit entry from Kingspin there. I don't have too much of a problem with the driver standards. I think there's just one cunt that is so much quicker than everyone else that it makes everyone else look shit. I hate Verstappen, but fuck me, he is good at driving his car fast through a circuit. Right, so Mora and Spinala out on their own now. They've got Warman behind, who has gone for the undercut. Do we see Mora and Spinala try and react to the undercut? That's 13 already, guys. I might have to get pissed for every race, because normally, if I was sober right now, it'd be like lap 4, and I'd be like, why are we doing this? But this has been a cracker of a race so far. Let me know, is it the alcohol, or is it the excellent driving standards on display? I kind of want to see. Oh, Spinala losing the rear end now. Those mediums are definitely starting to go. Are we going to see a pit stop from Mora or Spinala here? That's right on board. Spinala losing the rear again. Yeah, he has to pit surely. And Mora will follow him in. Don't want to speed into the pit lane. That will ruin the race. Gets the car stopped nice and early. Yeah, good pit entry from the pair of them. And now Sketchy Cribbling here at the race lead. And he's got Peter Taplin behind him. Can Pete take the lead of this race? Thinks about it, lifts off the accelerator, sorry. Doesn't want to get the move done yet. Gets good drive out of turn 2, into turn 3. It's the boost, says Cole Wubbs. Maybe the race is shit. Now into turn 3, Pete Taplin leads the race. That's the standard of Division 1 now, guys. Pete is leading races. Right, Warman made the undercut work perfectly. He has taken the race lead. Mora, meanwhile, has a bit of work to do because he's dropped out the DRS window of Spinala. Chet picking up a 3-second time penalty. And as we saw, Chetty, 5-lap old hards now. He went for the earliest of the undercuts. Has it worked out for him? Probably not. The guy is shit at what he does. And Sketchy Crib now getting past Peter Taplin for the lead of this race. You'll be excited by the sun movement in the sky in this caraway. That is possible. Very possible. Good input there from Cole Wubbs. Critical Skills We've got a Williams 1-2. Now, when was the last time we saw that in real F1? We got to be looking at 20, 30 years ago, surely. The Williams car, not designed to be leading races, but they are getting there. Let's not forget, they were fucking abysmal not too long ago, but now, regular point scorers. But enough about real F1. Warman making good on these hard tyres, but Spinala helped massively by that lapped car. It's going to give him DRS, which is going to help him stay within the 1 second window of Warman. Double detection point as well, by the way, guys, up to turn 1 and up to turn 3. So Spinala well and truly in the DRS of Warman. Yellow flag, not too sure. Oh, a car spun on turn 1. It's Matisse. Ah, what a shame. Albon and Hines can do it. Hines is trash, guys. We've established that. So these hard runners still going on these tyres. Williams cars looking like they're just working together. They're happy to drive hand in hand, but one of them will have to pit earlier than the other. Who is their #1 driver at Williams? Is it Critical Skills, who is leading the championship between the two, or is it Sketchy Crib, who is a 5-time DRL champion? And someone tells me he has probably got that in his Tinder bio. If you don't, Sketchy Crib, it needs to go in there, because that turns the girls on. Critical Skills pits! Very early pit stop from Critical Skills. He is in already. Now, will Sketchy Crib respond this lap? Peter Taplin having a little look down the inside. Nothing going there for him. Will he get him on the run to turn 3? Loads of battery between the pair of them, as Warman is closing the gap. 4.7 now to the top 2, but he still has Spinala in his tail. Mora was looking on for a potential win, but I don't see that happening anymore. He's 2.3 off of the effective race lead. That's a real shame, but P3 on a debut. That is still a stellar drive, IMO. Kingspin still just driving around like the driver that he is. He's going to have Newton to worry about later on potentially. Critical Skills now out on his medium tyres. Got undercut by Newton as we was expecting, but has the medium tyres, the fresher, the softer tyres. Do the team job. Crib needs to slow Pete down. I don't think you have to worry about Pete, to be honest. He's got a 3-second penalty anyway, so don't need to worry about Pete too much. Yeah, yellow flag yet again. It's a Haas car. I think it might be Polos. Polos facing the wrong way, but he will get back going again. But it's looking more and more like there will be no points on offer for Polos today. And Tem Warrior also at the points, as he picks up a free pace penalty. Sketchy Crib and Peter Taplin both into the pit lane. Let's see where they come out in comparison. Safety car! Safety car is out! Perfect timing for Pete and Sketchy Crib. Will Skills beat them out? I don't think he will. He's going to be slowed ever so slightly by the delta of the safety car. And now, Peter Taplin, Sketchy Crib on the freshest, softest tyres. Other people in front tempted to pit onto the mediums. 12 laps remain. I believe the safety car may have been caused by Polos, as he is DNF'd. Didn't realise that at the time. So our run order: Warman leading the race, Spinala in second, Mora will get the chance to close back up. He's in third, Kingsby in fourth, Newton fifth, Petey Taplin in sixth, Sketchy Crib and Critical Skill 7th and 8th. Shetty has just pitted for a fresh set of mediums. He's in 9th. MEIQ taking home the final points position, and we've got Tem Warrior coming into the pit lane now. He should hold on to P11. DJ DK in 12th and Matisse in 13th. A lot of disappointing debuts today, but Mora has done a superb job. He has driven superbly. He has really shown what he's about. Will the top 2 pit? Warman is coming and Spinala opts to stay out on the medium, so he is on the hard, sorry. He is going to inherit the race lead. Mora also follows in. Kingspin also comes in. Newton Killer also comes in. So Peter Taplin will be running in P2 on a fresh set of mediums. But he does have a 3-second penalty to his name. He will be disappointed by that. Will he add more to that? Probably. As Matisse picks up another 3-second penalty. Let's have a look at the penalty situation, shall we? So, the bottom three, a lot of penalties between them. Chetty, Kingspin, and I tapping that with 3 seconds each. Could ruin their chances of a good finishing position. 9 laps will probably remain when the safety car comes in. Pete Bottle turn 3 on restart, says Cog Marks. We'll run on board with Pete. We'll see what he does on the restart. During the safety car, I'm going to just give myself a little break to kind of relax and calm down, because there has been 18 laps plus qualifying of non-stop action. Fucking hell, guys. Once again, shout out to, we're down to 11 viewers, but how have we reached 20 viewers is an absolute miracle. But shout out to the 11 viewers still in chat. Hopefully you're all having a great Monday morning or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Or Tuesday morning. You know, I don't know where you are. This has been non-stop action, I can't lie. How much of a headache do you have? I don't have a headache at the moment, but my voice is starting to hurt slightly in the back. Now, if we were to ask people in the house how much of a headache they have, hearing me shout and scream about some irrelevant DRL race, answer may be different for them. So, safety car is out. Let's have a look at what tyres everyone has opted for. So, everyone on the fresh tyres, other than DJ DK and Spinala. DJ, just pit, buddy. You're going to lose 1 position. In fact, they're lap down. I think they're laps down. Yeah, I think they're a lap. So everyone up to 11th is a lap. No. Everyone up to 11th is on the lead lap. Top and 13 a lap down, unfortunately for them. So it's going to be... So it's going to be a real struggle for them to find any points today. At least it's not Batman at 3 AM. Big shout out to Telltale Batman. That was always a lot of fun. Roger and I would be absolutely smashed coming home. Why have you track extended? We would be completely smashed, come home and watch Telltale Batman, watch Jacksepticeye being an annoying little cunt with his green hair or whatever stupid hair colour he had that day. But what would you rather watch, Telltale Batman or DRL Division 1? This has been a slobber knocker of a race. Safety car in this lap. So we will have 9 racing laps. Spinala on his hards, I don't think he'll even have the faster tyre at any point. He's already on slightly worn hards. Mediums will start to die towards the end. But he's got people behind him on some fresh old mediums. Daddy's Racing League XOXO. So here we go. When will Spinala go? Through the penultimate corner, still keeping it slow. Sketchy Cree picks up a 3-second penalty. Under safety car restart. Nightmare. Temori picks up a 10-second for crashing with someone. Not sure how he's done that. But Spinala, comfortable restart from him. We'll go back to the interval gap. Yeah, good restart from Spinala. Somehow doesn't have a full battery though. Although no one seems to. Bit of burnage on the pit straight. He's Grosjean'd it. Was it Grosjean in Baku that time he managed to crash under safety car? That was very embarrassing. Right, so Spinala leads the restart quite comfortably at the moment. He just needs to bide his time, stick on in there, and he may have some potential towards the end of this Grand Prix. MEIQ now picking up a 3-second penalty. Peter Taplin, 7 tenths behind Spinala. Can he do anything into the fast left-right chicane? No, he is a mile back. But Warman looking very some critical skills. Skills kind of blocks him off a bit. Warman with no battery whatsoever. He's going to send it into the first of the right. He does. Critical skills hanging on in. They've hooked tyres. They've hooked tyres. Oh, and that allows Mora to slide on through. He says, thank you very much. And he's up into P4. He will be delighted with that. And now he's got a 1.3 second gap he needs to gain to Sketchy Crib to get back in the DRS. He's going to burn the battery. DRS has now been enabled. Newton Killer getting past Kingspin. Meanwhile, a huge lifeline critical skills for Newton Killer, sorry, in aid of his championship hopes. 3-lap old mediums. Only 2 places behind his championship rival. And people are just driving at this point. They're just driving like drivers. It's going to be key to not pick up any 3-second time penalties. You know, Spinala leading the race, and he's got 2 people behind him with penalties to their name. Sketchy Crib will be desperate to get past Pete because he knows Pete is shit at this game. And he's going to be holding him up, and Sketchy Crib has 3 seconds to his name as well. He needs to clear Pete as soon as he can. They're doing a very good job of it at the moment. Can Mora get a debut race win here? He took home the pole, but it means nothing without the race win, or it means not as much. 73-9, it don't mean a thing without a ring, as the Chicago Bulls once said to the Golden State Warriors. Warman struggling to keep up with Mora. He's in the DRS window though. Mora sets a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and Newton actually now gets past critical skills with the help of DRS. We'll have DRS again running down to turn 3. Newton, 2.3 off of his championship rival. Why does it say safety car still? Because the game is shit, buddy. No safety car is out, guys. No safety car is out, I promise you. Hand on heart, no safety car is out. We are green flag racing. And Mora, speaking of green flag racing, is getting very racy behind Sketchy Crib 3547. Can he get a move done? He needs to get a move done sooner rather than later if he wants to try and win this race. Spinala's still controlling the pace meanwhile. Pete not really challenging him at the moment. As Skills drops another position to Kingspin. Kingspin now up to P7, but he does have a 3-second penalty to his name. Chettiat taking a little interesting line there, taking a little detour to the inside, making a move, but nothing going there for now. 8 racing laps remain. This has been a real cracker of a race, I think, although someone said that it's only because of the alcohol. Polos has left the session, but he is out of the race. Skills must have got damage from the off rotate. Let's have a look at Skills' car, shall we? His front right end plate is there. And his left end plate is there. He's just struggling for pace at this point. He is just struggling for pace, unfortunately. Critical skills. Still points on the table for him, though. Matix picks up another 3-second penalty. Unfortunate for him. Tell you what, maybe everyone is on the lead lap. No, they're not. We do still have the bottom 2. Oh, Matix is around. Oh, he's got back going again. Pete, not really challenging too much, but Mora had a little look on Sketchy Crib. Nothing there this time around, though. He will have to continue to be patient. Pete loses the rear. And let's go Sketchy Crib to slide on through. Will Mora follow him through. Right on the outside, he'll go into the double right. Pete will try fend it off. Leaves the racing room. And Mora will get through. A hell of a ball from Pete there. No reason to be making a mistake on the fast left-right chicane. And he's down to P4, effective P5 with Warman right behind without a penalty. And now Warman desperate to get through, burning the battery into turn 1. Will have to remain patient though. Can he set up the move with a nice turn 1 and turn 2? Yellow flag. I think that's 10 Warrior, but virtual safety car. VSC is out. Thought we was going to have another safety car there. 10 Warrior, I believe, making the mistake that time around. And the race gets neutralised. No one's allowed to overtake. Charge up the battery. I tell you what, Spinala's actually built a bit of a gap. And his only contender, realistic contender right now, is Mora. Mora needs to get past Sketchy Crib and start putting the pressure on Spinala. We've got the returning Spinala trying to win, and Mora on his debut trying to win. Who can bring home the race win though? Will it be the Aston Martin driver or will it be the Haas car? VSC still out. This will be helping the media. Oh, there we go. There we go. VSC ends. Matej picked up a drive-through penalty. I don't think anyone else did. Mora clipping the inside curb too much, and that is costly for him. He's going to drop out of DRS off of Sketchy Crib, and now Sketchy Crib is looking very racy behind Spinala. He feels like he could still win this race if he can get past and get a 3-second gap to Spinala. Will he get the move done in turn 1? He flies past him, and we'll have DRS yet again running down into turn 3. Mora, meanwhile, having to defend from Peter Taplin with DRS. No move coming from Pete at the moment. No, not this time. But Mora may find himself back in the DRS window of Spinala. So Spinala, definitely something to worry about now. The car directly behind him is racing for position. Don't count Warman out of this race yet either. He could find himself on that top step. Spinala actually gets back past Sketchy Crib. Help with the DRS. Back up into the lead of the race goes Sketchy Crib, and he puts some breathing space between him and Mora. I think we know our podium positions is going to be Spinala, Mora and Warman. But in what order? Sketchy Crib. Oh, bit of a moment there on the exit. He's starting to feel the pressure. That may allow Mora to snap the DRS leverage. Not quite on this occasion, but Mora setting up the move on Sketchy Crib, who has less battery. Here goes Mora. He's burning the battery. Peels to the inside. Back into the slipstream he goes. He may have to remain patient on this one. Pete's starting to fall off the back of the two ahead. He will have DRS to defend from Warman. Mora goes to the outside of Sketchy Crib. He gets the move done. Now Spinala has really got to start worrying. He's got to keep that track. He's got to keep the car within the white lines of the track. Only 4 laps remain of this race. And we've been streaming for 57 minutes. And it feels like we've only been streaming for 6 seconds. Sketchy Crib picks up 6 seconds of penalties. And that's going to allow Pete to slide on through. Gets a bit on the grass. I tell you what, these guys are going pretty much 3 wide at this point. Pete holds P3 for now. Warman trying to slide on through. And he does slide on through past Sketchy Crib. And now Warman will be desperate to get past Peter Taplin. But he will not be able to do so yet. Mora all over the back of Spinala. And when they cross the line, it will be 3 racing laps remaining. Through the penultimate corner they go. And this is the fight for the lead. This is the fight for the race win. The Aston Martin versus the Haas car is just like real life F1. Williams lads struggling for tyre life. You're damn right they are. As we said, Crystal Skills has fallen away completely. As Warman actually now gets past. And Pete trying to fight it back. They put tyres. But Warman does get the move done. And he try get onto the back of the top 2 with 3 laps remaining. I doubt it. It may be P3 for Warman. But it will still help his championship bid. And Mercedes has gone round to the penultimate corner. That's DJ DK. It's running board with Mora. What can he do? Spinala with a good amount of battery to play with. He picks up another 3 seconds. He's down to 6 seconds now. He was going to beat Sketchy Crib, but now it may not be certain. He now needs to beat Sketchy Crib on track, both with 6 seconds to their name. Mora actually having a look down the inside. He will get the move done into the first of the right-handers after the sector 3 split. Now, can he control this race? We are approaching the penultimate lap. The penultimate lap of this thrilling, majestic Grand Prix. I've loved every second of this. Warman will not be challenging the top 2. He will probably have to settle for P3. Just needs to make sure no stupid mistakes and take home the P3 that he can. Pete have a look down the inside into turn 1. He gets that move done. He's still having to worry about Sketchy Crib behind. And here comes Sketchy Crib looking to get a move done. Oh, both of them into turn 3. Going to go down the inside. Pete trying to hold it around the outside, but Sketchy Crib will hold it. And Warman trying to follow him through. Warman holds on to P4. down to P5. And that is integral for Sketchy Crib to beat Peter Taplin to P4 in this race. But he does still have Newton Killer to worry about. Newton, I believe, is currently on course for P4 in this race. But let's move back to the front. Spinala and Mora. A bit of mind games going on. Spinala with a big old battery to work with. Penultimate lap. Will Spinala get the move done? He decides not to. He's going to wait. Warman now getting the move back done again for P3. Peter Taplin has a little look down the inside. I tell you what, Warman's just run Sketchy Crib off the road. And Pete's going to slide down the inside. He now runs the Warman off of the road. Peter Taplin up into P3. A bit of taste of your own medicine. And now Newton Killer arrives on the scene. Oh my God. Warman was looking to extend, lower the championship lead. But that might not happen now that Newton Killer is on the scene. We've got a real battle here between Warman and Newton Killer. But the main battle we care about is Spinala and Mora. Both battling away for a race win here in the Australasian Grand Prix. Warman lining up the move on Peter Taplin. Peter trying to gain as much battery back as he can. Final lap of the Grand Prix here. Yellow flag up ahead. It's Nasty Mine, but it's only 10 Warrior, so no one cares. Spinala, DRS open, burning the battery into the Sector 2 split. He's going to go around the outside, and he will have DRS. I'll tell you what, that may be the race win there and done for Mora. Warman goes back past Peter Taplin, but Newton also follows him through. Newton doesn't get a good run out the chicane. I'll tell you what, Warman may hold on to P3. Mora, can he do anything to combat Spinala? Into the final sector of the final lap we go. Sketchy Crib still ahead of Peter Taplin. Pete was on the inside, couldn't make the move stick. And up to the line we go. Spinala will win this race. Warman will take home third. Mora gets second on the track. Newton will finish fourth. Sketchy Crib, what the fuck was that? He will finish fifth, beats Peter Taplin. Kingspin will finish eighth. Critical Skills comes home to finish fifth after penalties applied. MEIQ gets ninth. Chetty, the most mid driver there is 10th. And then we got the lapped cunts who no one really gives a fuck about. Fucking hell! Right up until the end, there was drama and driving from all 13 drivers on the grid. Spinala wins his homecoming Grand Prix. Def Taxis and Samra Tigger terrorising Critical Skills each week in DRL. Says Defo not Critical Skills 25. Is it Critical Skills who's controlling that account? It says Defo not Critical Skills, but if you ask me, that probably is Critical Skills. And there we go, guys. The podium as we expected. Spinala, Mora and Warman. Warman will close the gap to Newton Killer by 3 points. Who got the fastest lap of the race? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Wow, what a thriller! What a thriller, guys. Driver of the day goes to Critical Skills. Not too sure about that. But there we go, guys. Oh my God. As the Haas car celebrates with his German flag. Potential warnings of World War III coming there. Spinala is German, which I'm not a huge fan of. Warman does hit the fast lap, so he will close the gap by 4 points. So we'll have a quick look at the championship standing, shall we? Just see what the back off. We'll just see what the gap is looking at. P12 to P4. We'll have to take that. Good point. Oh, you didn't get P4, buddy. You got P5. You're lying to yourself. We'll just see how the standings are looking. So 4 points down to a 13-point gap with 4 rounds remaining, including a sprint. Title still up for grabs, guys. Still up for grabs. Yeah, one hell of a Grand Prix, guys. One hell of a Grand Prix. Newton Killer P4 in the end. Critical Skills came on for P5. He just kept it in the white lines, guys. Kept it in the white lines, and that's why he managed to get P5 in the end. Amy, like you saying, Skills, GG, amazing drive. Sorry for the quali and the lap 1 bump. There we go, guys. One hell of a race. That was crazy, guys. That was fucking ridiculous. I was pissed. Everyone was driving. And, you know, I said earlier, was it because I was drunk or was the race good? A bit of both. The race felt good. It looked like a lot was happening. And we've been streaming for an hour and 5 minutes. I don't even remember being live for an hour and 5 minutes. It seems much lower time than that. So, yeah, a real cracker of a race. It was good after safety car, said Kong Wups. Who won the race? Spinala. Let's see if we can just get a quick word from... Let's see if we can bring back the old podium interviews, just because I can. Who finished on the podium? Spinala. Who was it? The new guy. Someone tell me who finished third. Someone's going to tell me what happened. I can't remember. Who finished second and third? Oh, third. Interview. I want to hear what people have to say about that. That was a real cracker. Spinala says he can't. What a bitch. Who finished second? I can't remember who finished. Have to sleep. Work tomorrow. Mora, that was his name. Interview. Who was third? Was it Warman? I think it was Warman. Did you finish third? Haas, then Aston, then... Yeah, so it was Warman in third. Can't need to attend my parrot lot. What? What the fuck does that even mean? Had to attend my parrot. Sigger in. Warman getting ticket. Well, let's talk to Warman at least to see what he's been up to recently in his life. Get in. We'll talk to the guy who finished third at least. Just see what he has to say. See how his life's been going, really. So I can end this stream. And we can just revel. So Sauber completely fucked El Cribbo. I can't lie. I can't remember who finished where. What happened. I don't know. But it looked like a cracking race to me. Have to attend a diner with the... A diner? A diner? Yeah, someone definitely readied up early in that race. Warman, you've only got not much time to get in this call before I end this stream, because I'm getting bored of waiting for you. And the fans just want to hear from Warman. When exactly are the plans to move to F125 when the game comes out? That makes me laugh. Anyway, let's talk about driver of the day and pedo of the day whilst we wait for Warman. Driver of the day. I might just have to follow through with what the game said. Critical Skills. P5. Good result from Critical Skills. I think he deserves driver of the day for that display. And who was the other one? Pedo of the day. I'm going to go Chetty, just because he's shit at the game. Wait, did Warman not get third? No, he did get third, didn't he? I I'm running out of patience to get Warman in here. He can fuck off. Watching some live races, meanwhile. I'm going to give Warman until this turns 17. If not, the stream is ending and we won't be back until next week. Skills got 4th. I thought he got 5th because I thought he said he got 4th, but he got 5th. But even 4th or 5th, good drive from Critical Skills. Good drive. I think he gets my driver of the day. Yeah, as I said, Pedo of the day has to go to Chetty for showing up and just being insanely terrible as always. Warman still not here. Mora says I deserve driver of the day. A good drive from Mora, don't get me wrong, but he started on pole, couldn't convert to the race win. Very close to getting driver of the day, but not quite enough IMO. Still a very solid drive from Mora. Good to see someone else challenging at the front. And just a quick... Oh, fucking hell! Haas impeding in quali. A little ticket from Warman here. That seems unfortunate. A bit of lag going on there. And then Suvlaki Hitler also getting a ticket going. And there we go. The time is now 17 past. So Warman has missed his chance to give a podium interview. Thank you guys for watching. Peaked at 20 viewers. Fuck knows how. A great Grand Prix. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And yeah, just superb. Make sure you're here tomorrow night to watch me win in Division 2, like always, because I am better than everyone else in Division 2, especially that retard called Chetty. Yeah, I loved it. I loved every second of this Grand Prix, guys. I cannot believe we've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. Tom, what's your favourite liqueur?
Do you even know what that means?
Oh my god, someone... Sketchy Crib, how are you feeling today? I guess we'll never know how Sketchy Crib is feeling, because he took too long to answer. I quite enjoy a good old Disaronno and Coke. That's my favourite liqueur. But I'm a versatile kind of guy. Yeah, real shame we don't get to hear from Warman or any of the podium sitters. But yeah, make sure you're here tomorrow night to watch me win the Grand Prix. You will be joined by Newton and Pete, I believe. Maybe Sketchy Crib and Critical Skills. I don't know yet. I have to wait and see. Love you, mate, again. Sorry for sleeping in quali. I didn't even know you was asleep in quali, so you could have just got away with why no interviews. Because I told you to join, and you haven't joined, Warman. Where are you? Warman, hurry up and get... You have to get in one of the chats in the next 30 seconds. If not, I'm going to end the stream. Oh, shit, I didn't see. Sorry, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah. Sorry, Tom. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Not enough time. What the fuck are you doing with your life? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I put on quality stream after quality stream, and this is how I get repaid. I don't know, guys. Yeah. Lots of love, guys, going out to all my viewers. If you followed during this stream, then I'm going to touch you in your sleep tonight just to say thank you for following the stream. And if you haven't followed yet, just hit the follow button and I'll give your penis a little tickle tonight. Because I say penis. So you can't be infused with interview. They're back every week. It depends if I'm drunk or not. And if the race was good. Yeah. Yeah. Just... Yeah, make sure you're following, guys, and make sure you're there tomorrow night to watch me win. I love all of you so much for clicking on the link, clicking on the channel. Just in my big left chest area. I love you all, And, you know, when we evaluate my life, did I hit any women? Possibly.